The Cadillac Area Chamber of Commerce and the Alliance for Economic Success are excited to present the first ever Careers and Commerce Expo.
And here with us to discuss the Expo, we've got Beth Miller from the Chamber, Niki Schultz from the Alliance. Ladies, thanks for being here.
Thanks for having us.
All right, so I know we've got two different groups here, but you do work hand in hand. So let's start with Beth and talk to us about the Chamber and what you guys do in Northern Michigan here.
So we drive business forward. So any element that your business needs, so resources, we are doing legislative advocacy for local issues, and you know there's a lot right now going on that we're trying to fight for. And then we also do a lot of work with networking, leadership programming, and talent pipeline initiatives, trying to keep our workforce here instead of leaving, because we've got a lot of opportunities here and we're trying to get awareness out for that. So.
And Niki, the Alliance for Economic Success, you guys work hand in hand with the Chamber.
Yes, we do. So I'm the Economic Development Organization for Wexford and Missaukee counties. I get to work with businesses and individuals to make our community great. So I work for Wexford and Missaukee counties, working for talent pipeline, for business retention. I do a lot with housing, childcare, anything that would help make our community great, I get to be a part of.
Excellent.
So what was it like to come together to create this expo? What's going to go into the expo itself?
So we both volunteer on a lot of different initiatives. You know, it takes a village to kind of make the community run, so there's a lot of different integrations and stuff that we're working on, and we are both taking part in Market Rocket planning, which is done by MSU Extension Office, where every year juniors and seniors from all over come to Baker College and they get their resumes reviewed and they get interviewed by local businesses, and it was called Market Rocket, but there was never actually the rocket part, just the market. And so we kind of had been putting our heads together on some different things, because the request from businesses is we need workforce and they want the opportunity to hire those local students. So Career and Commerce was born. We used to hold a business expo at the Chamber. I think we stopped doing it about 2018. And so there's always a request for businesses to market to each other. But we decided to put it on steroids and make it a regional job fair and kind of combine the two and put our heads together to make it.
Yeah. I like the idea of combining because, I mean, obviously the economic success and the Chamber geared toward business, but businesses need those employees, and we always see there are lots of employees looking. Sometimes employees say, well, they're not really hiring, or they're not calling me back. I mean, this is an opportunity to get face-to-face, isn't it?
Yeah, and so we're both working on talent pipeline initiatives, and so we're really excited to be able to bring the students into it. We are working with all of the local school districts to invite their 11th and 12th graders to the expo so that they get that exposure.
And it's not just Cadillac area, it'll be kind of more of a regional effort. So we've got our local chambers and surrounding areas kind of helping to promote, as well as businesses from all over, because as you know, students drive from here to Traverse City to get summer work or different elements. So we're trying to combine that all together to make it one big beneficial, hopefully, business networking and workforce platform.
So got kind of a two-part question here. First, we've mentioned students quite a bit. Is this open to all ages or just students? And what kind of jobs are available? Because I feel like that is a big frustration, at least that I hear a lot online, is kind of piggybacking off something Bill just said, that, oh, no one's hiring, and the people who are hiring are not paying a living wage. So what kind of opportunities are available?
Yeah, so this will be open to everyone. So if you are, anyone out in the community that is looking for a job, we welcome you to come. We are doing free admission, so businesses can sign up and have their booths. They'll have a little bit of hands-on activity and there'll be a map that says, whether they're hiring, whether they've got apprenticeships, etc. So it is open to anyone, but obviously focused a lot on our students and placing them, because Michigan has one of the highest out-migration rates, where they're going to school and then they're leaving us. And we have a lot of opportunities here. So it is open to everyone, but the jobs, I know there is always online, like no one's hiring. I'll tell you, like our hospitality, our wait staff, our hotels, a lot of them are constantly in the hole looking for workforce people to show up, and we need our businesses, we need our restaurants. So kind of filling in those gaps, but we have a ton of manufacturing and stuff here, all kinds of different opportunities. Healthcare.
Yeah.
It's good that you mentioned hospitality, because I think a lot of us feel like those are just summer jobs or seasonal jobs. I mean, I do know lots of people who are laid off for the winter months, or even first of the year they get laid off for 3-4 months. But there are still lots of openings. I mean, lots of seasonal workers maybe go back to school or back to college during the school year. So there's still lots of vacancies, aren't there?
Yeah, so we're, the idea behind it is holding it in March, we'll be able to hire for the summer months, so that we know that the seasonal workers are, important. So we did it specifically right after the Market Then Rocket, which is in February, going into March, and so then going into the hiring season.
Gotcha. So let's jump into logistics. Date, time, is there anything that people need to do? Do they need to register ahead of time for head count?
Yes, so it will be March 14th. Doors are open to the public and students from 9 to 3. From 3 to 5, there'll be a business networking hour.
Oh.
So booth registrations and stuff are open. We are looking, even if you are not hiring and you're just looking to kind of get an awareness that you are in the community, it's a great business to business networking. But if you are hiring, obviously there's that other level in there too. So you can go to Cadillac.org, which is our chamber website, and go to events. And you can register for booths. Right now, there's an early bird rate that goes into the end of the month. And you can get a little bit of discount on your booth. We're also looking for sponsorships. The goal is if we raise enough, that's why we're kind of keeping it free to the public and to students. So the sponsorships that are raised from that will go right back into Alliance for Economic Success and Chamber of Commerce talent pipeline initiatives.
That's great. And where do we go? I mean, we've got the Chamber, we've got the Alliance, the MSU Extension. Where do we go if a business owner out there is interested and maybe just has questions about how it all works? And maybe they've never done this before. Do I need a table? Do I need as resumes or applications ready on hand? Where do we send folks?
Yep, you can send them to either Cadillac.org, like the events, and there's a registration link, or they can email me at bmiller@cadillac.org. Or they can email Niki.
With that.
Yeah,
let's
that's
stick with
a little
that.
easier than
Yeah,
Niki's
yeah,
email.
Yeah.
But either one of us, you can find our contact info on our websites and such too. But we're happy to answer any questions that we can. We want this to be big and we want everyone to be involved. So
Has there been a lot of excitement since you've had, 5 years off in bringing this back?
I think everyone's just in a transitional state. So, we rebranded the name and stuff. There is excitement because that has been such an ask that they kind of get a little bit more networking opportunity and stuff. So, people are a little bit more procrastination on when they sign up for things these days. So, we're trying to get that ball rolling. But there's quite a lot of
And
excitement.
we're working with the students from the CTC right now. So the flyer that you saw on the screen was created by CTC students in the Building Business and Marketing program. So we're getting them involved. We're going to have some of the digital media students there creating a video for us. So we're really trying to pull the students in, so that's getting some excitement out there as well.
Gotcha. Well, thank you both so much for braving the weather to come and be with us this morning. We're going to make sure all the links you need to plan your trip to the Expo, it's all going to be available after the show day over on our website, 910news.com. Now,